to the real. Good vibes only. Putting in work and recipes to all the homies. Yeah, money was the motive.
Yes, sir. We are back at it. We are back with another one. This is the Cheers to the Real podcast, the one and only platform supporting New York underground culture from the root. This is what it is, man. Got a special guest. I'm out here with the people, man. Special guest. My brother, introduce yourself to the people.
How you doing, everybody? This is Ran 100 Grand, a.k.a. Jumperstatus, a.k.a. Felipe.
And we got fam also. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Peace and blessings. This is Melamania _ Jumpstars FC.
Yes, sir.
From Jumperstatus Jumpstars Flight Club.
Yup. So I got the people down, and again, the platform is designed for my brothers just like yourselves. I'm out here giving flowers to people that are working, like-minded people from the root. They out here doing it independently. Because, listen, the struggle is real, you know what I mean? And I like sharing the story of the labor of love and independence and artistry for like-minded people, because this is how we're going to push it forward. That's how we're going to push the craft forward, you know what I mean? But, listen, give people a little background. You are a clothing designer. Wanted to bring you up here to talk about fashion. But give people a little breakdown, a little bio of, the brand, the label, the labor, the love.
All right, got you here. Well, we all started out. I got to give shout-outs because it's people behind this that's not here with me today.
No doubt.
That I wish, you know what I'm saying?
No
but
doubt.
I understand the circumstances. Yo, shout out to Bad News Bills.
All right.
The
Shout
homie
out
that
Bills.
makes the big jet. You know what I'm saying? He
Billington.
created the jet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the team members,
All
the
right.
whole Jumpstart FC. Shout out to everybody. I can't get names right now, but everybody that supports. Shout out to Paper Trail. Shout out to Lightwork. These
No
are
doubt.
my influence. These are the guys that
No doubt.
when I first came on the scene, you know what I'm saying? Remember, how could I say it? I'm a commercial fly, meaning like I'm buying the shit in the mall, and these Lightwork is the, shout out Canada, is the man that showed me like, yo, you can have a team to wear your brand. You know what I'm saying? I seen him do it. His man's these are the cats that support me. Like I could go to Canada right now. Till this day. From day one, I could go to Canada right now, and the homies gonna look out for me. They're gonna pick me up from the airport.
I
They
love
gonna
Canada.
They're gonna
Love
take me
Canada,
up,
by the way.
Canada fly.
Love the women, love the food, love the ambiance. It's a pain in the ass getting through the border, but that's a different story.
Branching off from that, when I seen that, I'm like, all right, I want to be on your team.
No doubt.
And I'm gonna bring it to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Paper Trail. Shout out to Jinx City. You know what I'm saying? That's the next homie
No doubt.
who had the money back. I still represent these brothers' brand to this day. Even if they ain't repping, I'm repping.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? They might get a tag. Like, yo, what the fuck? Oh, that's Rand in the shit. He's somewhere and he's representing.
Yeah.
It's times that I went places, and this is true stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to tell a true story. I'm in Cancun jump-off parties, and I'm in YYZ shit. My man from Canada. Girls is like, I know that brand. You get what I'm saying? So all of that had my head like, you know what? I got to keep pushing
Like
this.
I could do this.
I could do this.
Right.
So I'm so in tune into my peoples that I used to buy wholesale from them. You know what I'm saying? And sell it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to say, yo, how much is them t-shirts? Yo, fam, give me the low. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy it from you, and I wanna. You think them brothers looked out for me? Up to this day.
The classic New York hustle.
Yes, I'm taking it from them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the shirt for $15 each.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm getting it for this, I'm gonna give it to you. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna push this shit. I'm gonna sell it for $25. I didn't have to make no big bread. I just wanted to put it out
That's
there.
entrepreneurship.
I just wanted
at
to
its
put it
root.
out there, son. I didn't want the money. I just was like, yo, I'm gonna rep this brand, and then I'm coming with my shit.
So I'm curious to bring it back. Let's go backwards a little bit. We're talking about fashion, right? We're talking about the brand. You're creating a brand. But when we go backwards, as a young kid coming up in Brooklyn, what are some of the fashion brands that are getting you on this path of interest?
Yo, up to this day, it's still Cross Colors.
No doubt.
It's still no, I'm serious.
No
it's
doubt.
still. I wasn't big on FUBU. Not gonna lie.
Nah, Cross Colors. That was
Like that
was
certain
major.
shit I wasn't big on, but I fucks with it. If you get
and
what
my
I'm saying.
people. When he's
FUBU
saying
came a
Cross
little
Colors,
after.
I
It came a
can't
little
say.
after. No, I was,
yeah.
bro. My first.
What's the timeline on that? Cross Colors, I say is what 9'4", 9'3", 9'5".
I was in junior high school around them times. So.
Bro, I had,
Because they were rocking.
no.
Cross Colors was buzzing.
Yo, you go to Ragamuffin on Flatbush.
Yep.
You know Ragamuffin?
Ragamuffin, no doubt.
Yo, you go there, or you go to Ragamuffin on Flatbush. My aunt, shout out to my aunt.
Okay.
She gonna be like, she gonna go in. My aunt taught me everything when it come to this, and this is a woman.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? She
yeah.
used to be like, yo, put this on this way, put that on that way. You know, and this
Yeah.
was the commercial fashion
Yeah.
before I got my own
Yeah,
shit going on.
yeah.
She used to be like, yo, take that off. No, I'm serious. She's like, you're not going,
Yeah,
take that off. Matter of fact, we going shopping.
Yeah,
And so that's how I kind of learned the,
no doubt.
you know what I'm saying? But she used to get on me. I used to be like, yo, I like certain brands. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to throw nothing under the bus. And she used to be like, go get that low. Go get that Tommy. You know, putting it on, it made me feel invincible with the women.
Fashion, I will admit, I will say one thing. Fashion growing up as a urban youth in the projects, I've always said this, and we said it in the past, hip-hop is like nothing else before because we put a highlight on the freshness, the originality, and the swag to a point that you could be the broke of the broke of the broke.
Yes.
But let you throw on some Iceberg or some vintage.
I'm sorry.
Ice.
Come
Cut
on,
you
man.
off. I'm sorry to cut you off. But that is my favorite brand.
Yeah,
Iceberg.
Iceberg.
Berg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Berg was my favorite. 'Cause I like characters only because that's what I grew up on.
That was a great concept, no?
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Right?
Yeah.
that's what I grew up on.
Easy, great
I
concept.
grew up on Bugs.
Took the Looney Tunes.
I
the-
grew up
the
on
Bugs
Daffy.
Bunny.
Yeah,
I grew up on these
Yeah,
cats, so it was easy for me to go to the shop like, what?
yeah.
He got a Bart Simpson. I grew up on
Yeah.
Simpson. This is what we grew up on,
For-
like you said.
For you listeners that got lost, that because you're not from that generation, right? Jump on your phone and look, right?
No, for real.
Iceberg was just smashing it. I want to say, I'll be honest, I want to say for a good, they had a good 4-year run.
I think more.
More, right?
I think more
Yeah.
because when I was in high school, that was
That Bart Simpson knit was retarded.
it was to the point where the bootleggers was making bread.
Yeah, that
off
Bart
that.
Simpson knit, when that came out,
The bootleggers was putting the Bart Simpson
that was like
together.
3 racks when that first came out. son. Yo,
I remember
that was like
It was
3
the Bart
racks.
Simpson. You had the jeans.
Yeah.
Bro, we know because we was there.
And again, I'm a grown man, so how ironic. It's a bunch of hood youth that we hop in a train, but yet we out here in the club, 2 a.m., popping bottles of Hennessy with Iceberg on.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Hood rich
Yeah.
to the maximum.
Yes.
Yeah, that's-
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Only in New York could you do this rubbish.
Only. No. Like you said, only a New Yorker could do it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel like we set the trend. I'm
Yeah, that's a
sorry.
fact.
I'm sorry to say it. I don't got nothing on the other states and how y'all move and y'all say, but
Yeah.
New York set the trend. There's nowhere
Yeah.
that I don't go and people point me out just because how I dress. And I
Nah.
don't mind.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, some
I
people
got
feel
you.
disrespected. Like, nah, they be like, yo, you from New York?
Now, when you go to certain places, I ain't gonna hold you. It do be a little dull.
Yes.
It's just like, sports shirts, flip flops, hat,
But the thing is,
boring. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
but you know what's crazy? Even in a sports shirt, sports hat, they still know you from New York. How you
Fact.
rocking it?
Fact.
How
Well-
you rocking it?
Well,
Like,
it's that urban swagger though, because you could give me some vintage polo and it's gonna look a lot different than you give some suburban kid.
right.
It's just different
It's
swag.
just a different.
Yeah, different swag.
How you, I could put on anything and I'll be like, damn. Somebody might be like, yo, that shit corny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it lit on how I rock it.
Yeah,
That's just how I feel about
Yeah.
anything. It could be any brand. It could be anything. And I'm like, yo, I gotta put this shit
Let me
together.
ask you. I do. Well, I guess you give me your opinion. I do feel that the generation now, the younger kids, are a lot more forward thinking with fashion.
I feel like it's
I
moving
think-
backwards.
Yeah.
They wearing belt bottoms now. When I say belt bottoms, the big jeans.
Yeah.
We went through that.
We went through that.
Yo, I don't want nothing big no more.
I hear that.
I'm 41 right now. I don't want nothing big no more. I want
Yeah.
everything to fit neat.
Yeah. That's.
I don't even care if it look whatever hood or whatever. How people try to judge us how we dress.
Yeah.
Nah, I want it's still gonna look neat.
That's a fact.
Even if I have on a hoodie, it's gonna look neat.
Yeah.
Even if I have I'm not down with the pants sagging, and I'm not. I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
gotta go back to like I'm not knocking whoever how y'all dress or whatever the
For
case
sure.
may be. I'm not judging y'all.
For sure.
But when y'all see me, respect. You know what I mean? Like I respect how you dress, respect how I dress.
And I
If you
say
get
this.
what I'm
I say
saying.
this respectfully, right? You could men know when someone got a certain swag and knows how to put things together, right?
Yeah.
Just you don't. There are certain people that they got that. Like they don't have to wear brands. It just look good on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you could wear a white shirt, white linen shorts
Yes.
with some chucks, and it just hit different.
How you moving.
It's how you moving.
And
Yeah.
There's two avenues to that. It's like, listen, you could wear the clothes, right? But as in regards to like the brand and how we put things together, it's like we make it so that the clothes wear you. So it embodies and emphasizes what you got going on internally.
Yeah.
It brings the inside out, you know?
Right.
So that's the second side to that.
And you guys brought this tea, which I do love right here. This joint is blazing. And you said when you're saying snug and it fits nice and I could see this is almost athletic apparel. I could play a little ball in this. I could jump on my bike. I could walk the beach.
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
yo, that's my direction.
Yeah.
Tom, that's my direction.
yeah.
I want
Brody.
people to feel comfortable in the clothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This interview right now is big because when my homegirls see it and the homies see it and they hear you, they just heard you say it.
Yeah.
Yo, this is comfortable.
Yeah.
I could wear this to the beach. I could wear this
That's
to the
it.
club. I could wear this. It's however you
Yeah.
put it together.
Yeah.
A brother told me probably like 10 years ago, like, yo, son, your Jumperstatus shit. He said, yo, and this is before I got the link.
Right.
I got the link now.
Right.
If y'all want y'all clothes in bulks, if y'all want y'all clothes shipped to the house.
And for
I
people
got
watching
that.
visually, because it is audio, but we also have visual. The jacket my brother's wearing, he put it together himself. That is off the brand,
The big design.
off the rip.
The big designer.
You know what I
Mela
mean?
Murder. I call it Melamania. That's why I call it Melamania. I'm like, you doing shit insane.
It ain't Hulkamania.
It's Melamania.
It's Melamania. You know what I mean?
I'm like, son, you doing shit. And I'm like, I can't even keep up with my own brand. This is what I need people to know.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with my own brand because shit just hot. It's hot. You get what I'm saying? Anywhere I go, I'm not bragging. People stop me.
Listen, hard
People
work.
stop me.
Listen, what we say before, you can't jerk the work, right?
jerk the work.
You can't jerk the work. If
jerk
you out
the
here
work.
grinding and you're putting the work in,
I'm talking about random people. This is not
Yeah,
people
yeah.
that know me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? People
yeah.
just will stop me and be like, yo, what the fuck is that?
yeah.
No, just like that. I mean, what the?
No, it's super
yo.
comfortable, bro. I can feel
Like-
it right now in my hands. It's comfortable, man.
And
It's
I'm like-
comfortable material.
And I'm like, yo, it's like a little hustle that I'm doing. My team, Jumperstatus, and we doing everything. We trying to promote parties. We trying to do clubs. We're doing video games.
yeah.
This is for my team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they're gonna look at me like, yo, Red trying to put us on and everything. Yeah,
You
because
got to.
we shy sometimes.
But sometimes
telling them, like,
I hear
yo,
you.
Get the camera. Let's do this. And they be shy. And I understand. I'll be like, yo, we can't. You gotta break that shyness.
just be
You get what I'm
natural,
saying?
yo.
Listen,
You just gotta, like, even me. I'm shy in
you gotta
certain
beat that drum.
situations.
You
Even
gotta
me.
beat that drum.
They be like, yo, why don't you go do this? I'll be shy in certain situations because I'm scared of the letdown. I'm not gonna be. I'm scared of the letdown because I'm like, damn.
But you know what's funny? In its essence, isn't that the reason a lot of people aren't successful? They're probably shy. They're just scared of the neglect. They're scared of saying the no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people probably growing up, they didn't send their music out to the stations or to the DJs or to the labels,
Right.
Because they don't want the rejection.
Right.
But Lord knows, anyone who is successful is living that life that I might look as and say, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they got a lot of doors slammed in their face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. If you ain't shooting 1,000 shots,
Right.
come on now.
Nobody want to really deal with that.
You know what I mean?
They want you to come with it on a platter.
Success
already.
ain't given.
Right.
You got to work for it.
You gotta grind.
And so with that being said, quick, I got a good question. With technology and where we are with all the apps, all the phones, all this new wave of doing merch, do you think is the quality diminished with a lot of these middlemen, the 4Prints and the?
It all depends on who's how you say it, Mel? Yeah, who makes your production? Like who's
Your production team.
yeah,
Yeah.
like or whoever
Manufacturers.
your manufacturers. It's all on the manufacturers. Before this link that I had in China, it was LA. LA is like
Well, China seems to the go-to.
Yes,
obviously
it is.
for
So
cost effective.
So here's what I learned in this, just doing the fashion.
Right.
China is, stocking up LA, and then LA is stocking up the US. That's that was before. I don't
mean,
know if it's changing.
That could make sense.
But when I used to go to LA for clothes or whatever, I used to go to the factories. I had a friend before that used to show me shit like, yo, this is where rip the tag.
Yeah.
Your boy here that I just exchanged, he's like, yo, he's still ripping tags out. I'm like, yo, son, we gonna work. I want your jeans.
Yeah.
I ain't even arguing with you. I want jeans, my sizes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna rock your jeans. I'm saying I'm gonna rock your
Yeah.
jeans with my Jumperstatus because I don't have a jeans link. And I be telling them like, yo, I just want to wear shit.
But shouldn't it? And I say this respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. But not only is this what the brand is about, but that is what New York Underground should be. I think if the collective, especially black and brown people, right? If the collective starts supporting independent, there's no reason to go outside the bubble.
Right.
Right. There are a lot of other cultures that do this very well. Whether we don't have to go political, but
I know.
they do it very well.
I know.
And I think it's hard. It's hard to play race politics when I could look back and I say, but we ain't supporting us. You know what I mean? Whether it be hip hop, whether it be Latino, whether it be black, if you ain't supporting like-minded, you ain't supporting your peoples, your friends. That's the funniest shit. And I can say this as an artist.
Right.
I've been more successful with my art and my music outside of my homegrown territory and outside of my bubble than here. You know what I mean? So when I'm getting booked for Amsterdam and I'm getting booked for London, it feels great. But at the same time, you look at Brooklyn, you say, damn, there's no venues for artists and for designers and for clothing brands,
It faded away.
It faded away.
Yeah.
It was there at one point. No, like 6-7 years ago. Here's the crazy thing. 6-7 years ago when we was doing the train thing and we was going to the print shop and we was making more bread.
Right.
Now that we got the official link for people,
Right.
the bread's less now. So I'm like, damn, what's going on? I got this shit is, it's looking good.
Yeah.
We doing it.
Yeah.
Now the sales coming in less. I could say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I want people to know this is not when you investing in you and your dream or whatever you got going it's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying?
Follow the money, man.
People don't believe that. They might see you throw 2, 3. I'm always around the chicks. That's
Right.
me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's me. I'm a tell cat. I don't want to be around too many men. That's just my thing. My thing is.
Yeah. Sounds
And
good.
I learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, females treat me better than how my homies treat me when it comes to production. These girls is gonna represent you.
And loyalty, what he's saying resonates because someone could say that they're your peoples, but if they're not supporting your movement, what are they doing? right?
It's
like, what are we doing out here?
Well, you know what?
You got 10,000, IG followers, right? But how many out of that 10,000? How is it you can't book your own shows and have 100 people come?
I learned, it's a learning process.
That's
like I said, it's a
of 10,000.
Yeah, 1%.
1% of 10,000 is 100.
And I learned when it comes to stuff like that, you just can't take shit personal. Yeah, that's my thing.
I used to take the shit wild.
I used to too.
Personal.
But I told myself, like, as I'm getting older, people's lives is different. Everybody going a different journey. Everybody's going on a different journey.
That's a fact.
I don't know what problems this person having. They don't know what problems I'm having.
Yeah.
But what I told you, my living room, I ain't got no furniture.
Yeah,
that's because I want to build something.
Yeah.
I don't care what you see me doing outside of that. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
But people only going to see what I'm doing outside. Like you said, this is more about love. You brought me up here for love, if you get what I'm saying.
Correct. It ain't about views. It's not about what we could get out of it. It's the story, the content, and supporting like-minded. And there's not enough. Me personally, I feel like if you follow the money, you'll go higher up the ladder, right? Because I hate to say it, but no one's going to try to tell me that the industry's not corrupt. No one's not going to tell me
it's rigged.
Right. You're not going to tell me that this is based
rigged.
on talent.
It's rigged.
Like, cut it out. This is not based on
I feel
talent.
like they have a script.
Right?
No, serious. I feel like they have a script. Like I was telling them, you wasn't here, but I was telling them, like, yo, when I'm traveling, I'm not seeing people buy the Polo and the Lacoste and, the big brands in the airports. And I'm like, how they last?
Right.
I'm like, I want that. I'm telling them, like, that's what I want. Because you know what? I want that because when when whoever's managing that, they already passed it down.
Right.
It's gonna keep going. And I'm like, in order for us to do that, you gotta stick together.
No, that's listen, years ago and going backwards with this, but years ago I used to get so frustrated because like-minded people will go and spend $800 on a Versace t-shirt, right? But you won't spend $35 on your man and buy this ticket so we can have this little nice function at a nice spot, at a nice classy venue with a nice stage. It just, the logic don't make sense. But then I really get it is that people really just buying into the storyline. Right. What they really just want is, most people just want to buy luxury, so to speak.
Right.
Most people want to feel,
in.
Yeah, they want to,
But here's where they confuse. The real in is being out.
It's almost like if it's
the
popular,
real in is being out. Like, you hear what I'm saying? The real in is
anti-establishment.
Yeah, like, yo, you come on, man. Like, you gotta really think to yourself, like, when you walk inside of some place, you don't want to have on what this person has. Or even if you do have on what the same person, let it know it's exclusive.
Well, that's a new thing too. The one-on-ones is that's like this new concept with fashion that it's like, this is one of one. Yeah, one of like one. I made this is, cut, patent, sold, one-on-one.
Yes.
That's pretty fresh because at the end of the day, you're buying originality with the storyline, with the brand, but this is exclusive. No one else is going to have this.
Right. Not everybody think like that.
That's true.
Yo, that's taught from the crib. I'm sorry to say it, but you must have had somebody around you.
Yeah.
I had somebody around me to kind of be like, yo, you don't want to be different?
Yeah.
Not everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I realized, like, yo, I can't even knock this dude for not really wanting to be different. Because he was taught to be...
Correct.
he was taught to be in society, and he don't know how to break the barrier.
No.
He don't have a friend. He don't have...
relatives.
Like, he don't have somebody to be like,
better
yo.
yet, you ain't got no life experience, right? So if you don't have life experience, what is your clothing line about?
That too.
Right?
Right.
What's going on? Like, what is it about? I'm a firm believer. Don't tell me that you printed up some quote on a T-shirt and then pushing it for a T-shirt line or something. Don't give me these Don't give me a Biggie face and then try to push it. Like, stop. Yeah, man. There's a lot of people doing that. They try to win. Double up, $20 a T-shirt, doubled up. You know?
And what's crazy is those are the people that's getting the support.
That's wild.
You know why? Because
Those are people that's getting the support.
unfortunately,
That's wild.
the hip hop community, and I would hope in 2025 that we could blast off into a different stratosphere, but I would hope that we've become a little more sophisticated.
Yeah.
I would hope, and I would
Yeah.
hope that as the culture grows, the younger ones are growing with us, but we're becoming a little more. Because listen, and I've said this in other interviews, when we were younger, no one in the hood was thinking about Versace or D&G
No.
or
You have to be taught, or somebody that you.
nobody was
Nah.
wearing
It's a- yeah, that's a
original Pradas
Nope.
with the patent leathers. You know,
Nope.
like that wasn't you had to
Nope.
be in the loop.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you had to be in the loop.
Yep.
Even the North Face jacket. Like growing up, high school,
I had a North Face.
very few people had a North Face
I had
jacket.
a North Face because I was taught. Not really, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
had that person behind, like, yo, you need a winter jacket. Let's go. Like I said, my aunt put it down. You know what I'm saying? And she'll tell me like, yo,
Yep.
because she was around the industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She used to have rappers all in the crib. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it, but I used to be like, and that showed me something like, all right.
New York is good for showing you some
It
shit.
shows you everything.
Yeah, New York
And
is good.
Once you exposed to certain things in New York and you take it to other places, you could take over.
Funny true
could take
story.
over.
I got a funny true story. So I'm in Industry City in Brooklyn, hanging out, having drinks, and I'm about with like 18 people. We popping bottles at the table, and we look, and I said, "Yo, this brother looks familiar." And you stare, and I said, "Oh shit, it's Dapper Dan."
Okay.
And it bust how out of maybe 400 people in the building, we noticed him so fast. We paying homage to the brother, and everyone is looking like, "Who is this dude?" I'm like, "This ain't for you. You're not cut from that cloth. You don't know who the OG is."
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, and I told him, I said, "Yo, man, they make them kicks the pinky ring."
Yes.
He started laughing. I said, "Come on, man, make them pay homage, man."
And he humble.
Yeah, he's super humble.
Yo,
bro.
he's a
Super
humble man. I watch him and I'm like, yo, this is one of the dudes.
Yeah, man.
That's supposed to, when I'm walking through
Definitely.
airports.
I gotta get him up, yo. Shout out to the OG, man. Dapper Dan. We love
I
you, bro.
watch him.
Shout out.
Yo, you always see the ultimate jumper like in anything
Yeah,
you
man.
do. You know why? Because I'm like, yo, he's one of the dudes that broke a certain barrier.
Absolutely.
He broke a certain barrier.
Of
Yeah.
independence.
Yes.
Going outside of the norm.
Yes.
Making what you have.
Yes.
Right? Again, when you independent, we're gonna take what we got and we're gonna make the most out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line.
Up to this day, I watch him dress. I watch him do. And he's not only doing clothes, he's doing stuff in the community. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a
This is
fact.
the stuff that people
Yeah,
don't
that's a
see.
fact.
You
I
know
know.
what I'm
I
saying? It's not
noticed
only
lately
about clothes.
he's super active on IG. I noticed lately he's doing a
Yes.
lot of like testimonials about the
Yes.
neighborhood.
Yes.
Harlem.
So you watching just like how I'm watching.
My brother.
You get what I'm
We
saying?
on the same
I ain't gonna say forget the clothes,
Nah.
but I'm like he's doing shit bigger than the clothes.
Truth be said, that's how I know the industry is rigged, because how is it that mainstream fashion America doesn't notice this black American icon and give him his own network and give him his own little fashion because you got AKA fashionistas giving opinions on fashion, never
Right.
created nothing.
Right.
No, I mean, like, come on.
Facts.
You never
they-
created anything.
Because they have a degree. Or they must have went to school
Well, you know how it is. It's all about who you
for
know, not what
certain
you know.
things.
You know
So
what I
that
mean?
now that I have this degree, I could say I'm this big fashion stylist and I went to school for this and I went to school for that.
Yeah.
And now I could come out and just make a t-shirt with a big hole in the front of it.
Yeah.
And everybody going to be like, yo, that's lit.
And again, not
'Cause-
everyone got style. Not some people got money to pull off the brand.
Yes.
But not
They don't
everyone
have
has
the
the
style.
style, bro. Like, come on, man. Again, what's the story? What's the aesthetic? What's the style? Come on, man.
Right.
Like, not everybody comes from that cloth, man. So moving forward, we have like visual content. I just figure we play some stuff from you as we talk and just chop it up. Dave, you could play it. But regarding pop-ups in New York, I know we got like-minded people. We got our brother Ant. Ant was saying that we're gonna do working on pop-ups.
And his Jumpstart team member.
No
that's
doubt.
That's the homie.
Yeah,
no,
man.
seriously, like
shout out to my day one,
like,
Big Ant.
no,
What up, bro?
And that's the man that draws. I like to put people that move my team.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, son, y'all moving this, and we gonna move it together.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm showing off. We showing off book bags. We showing off everything. And the most place where you can get publicity is the clubs. And
that's true.
Events. Not only clubs, but like events, bars.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's having, even baby showers, events.
I'm gonna start making stripper outfits. That's it.
So, like, that's why I tell them I make a certain clothes where comfortable.
Yeah.
We get dressed in the car. Before I got in here, I'm getting dressed in the car.
Facts.
People, you know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to say that. I'm like, yo, Mel, I need my sneakers. I need this. I need to. I want to look up a certain attire. You know what I'm saying? But when I get in that spot, I'm lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's take our time and get dressed and we go inside the spot. Look, he's getting dressed in the car. Like, we showing off bottles. Like, this is what we do. We still old school.
Dropping. I know.
We still pre-gaming.
I know. We still pre-gaming. If you don't know what pre-gaming is, this interview is not for you. Because I've been pre-gaming for the last 8 hours.
Yo. So, pre-game was always something that our old school brothers that was going out that we do. We would sit in the car, we would drink. Before you know it, we'd be like, yo, we sat in this car for 2 hours.
Just getting smashed
by the time
beforehand, right? Stop.
So this is all part of the Jumpstart Flight Club movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, we old school to new cool. I always called it that. Like, yo, I'm old school to new cool.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? My father teases me. He probably, when he see this, he gonna be like, yo, the gray, son, I got something for that. He got the dye. I'll be like, nah, man, I'm gonna rock my wisdom.
I'm gonna rock my
I'll be telling him, yo, I'm gonna rock what you gave me.
There
You know what I'm saying? It's the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And
listen, that's a blessing. Not many people reach that, you heard?
right. So, and I'm telling him I don't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I like it. You know what I'm saying? I embrace.
You got to.
I embrace that I got gray now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dye my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because I got there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, gray, I see motherfuckers be like, nah, son, I'm doing my shit like that. Like, yo. And I'd be like, you know what? You could go ahead.
To reach 40 or 50 nowadays,
it's a blessing.
Super blessing.
It's a blessing.
Kidding me, bro? Especially the
I wanna
generation
show
we
it.
come from.
So I want to show it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nah, I made it this far. I want to go further.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This make me feel like, yo, I want to go another 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Until I can go. You know what I'm saying? Things happen with people, health, whatever, but my mindset is, yo, you made it this far?
A lot of people that watch it, they'll think fashion is a dirty industry, right?
I think it is.
What? So when we say it's a dirty industry, do you mean the corruption of it and it being dirty? Is it more on the back end, the people, corporations? Is it the money end? Yeah.
Corporations. They're not going to let certain entities in. You know what I'm saying? Because then they're going to lose.
Right.
They're going to lose big.
Right.
No, seriously. Like, I got to say, they're going to lose big.
Right.
If brands just start popping out and just doing their own thing. And, you got to remember, we're on the social media networks. So let's say me and Tom, we do something in an airport somewhere. That shit gonna blow. You know why? Because we're different and nobody got it. It's like, yo, we got to get that because it's new, but we need the machine behind us.
Unfortunately.
You need the machine. The machine gonna put you on commercials. The machine gonna put you in certain positions where everybody's seeing it.
Yeah.
When you're independent, you have to keep going. Post every day. Post.
That algorithm will start pumping you.
You got to pay for algorithm now.
Yeah,
People
man.
think it's, and I'm like, God damn.
People do think it's that easy, right?
It's not. You
Yeah.
gotta pay for everything you want, and I understand because this is America.
Yeah, people,
You know what I'm
people
saying?
think it's that easy.
But we can go to Puerto Rico, we can go to Trinidad, we can go to other countries and make a little shop, and that shit gonna blow. There's no
1,000,000%.
USA. I gotta say it. They have red tape on us in
Mm-hmm.
the USA. Everything's tax. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you want to sell anything, and we was just talking about that. Like, yo, somebody might want to ride from here to there, and you just picked them up and just took $10. They want to tax that. Like a Uber driver, like, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going off the brand stuff a little bit, but I'm just talking about reality in life because
and that's the part that people, they're gonna watch this, and most people just say clothing designer. They'll look at a few things. I like it. I don't like it. They don't understand not only the story behind it, but the financing, the physical and the financial part behind doing a label, music, or a clothing brand is astronomical.
yeah,
Like when you really think about how do I get this and make it into a homegrown household brand,
yeah.
it takes massive money.
It takes a village.
Bro, it takes which is why any big brand,
No, serious,
you'll always
like-
see the Jay-Z's and the Ice Cubes and all
Yeah.
these big, because you need someone who has the grassroots connection to the people to kind of big it up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
which is sad on a different note,
Right.
which is why they take these people and make them pitch St. Ives and the Henny
Yeah.
and the other things.
Yeah.
They're not pitching, you know,
Yeah, got you. I'm
know what I'm
on
saying?
point with that because I'm on
just
point
what it
with that.
is.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, what it is,
Oh.
you know?
I thought you was gonna say something.
Nah, I was thinking like as you say St. Ives and these other brands. I'm like, hold on. I've never really checked into. I asked myself, is there a brewery out there that's owned by us?
There might be, but not on the pop level that we're
Not
talking
on the
about.
market level. You're
Nah.
gonna see it on the shelves of.
Nah.
Right.
Even like
everywhere.
wine companies and stuff, like it's just as hard as with the branding
Yeah,
of
wine.
clothing.
Yeah.
Wine is
We
really
we wanted
hard.
to do our own wine at
Yeah.
one time.
Not to say to make the wine is not hard, right?
No.
It's getting this product on the shelf
On the shelf.
in corporate America.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not to say you could actually cut these people out. You could cut those people out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it goes back to marketing and branding 101. Because let's keep it a buck. If you got bottles of wine and you sold that at $100 a pop and you sold 100 bottles of wine,
You're doing good.
do I need anyone?
Nope.
Nah.
You're doing
Right?
good.
So for the young ones that are listening to the interview,
Doing good.
if you got a clothing line and you got these hoodies and you sold 100 hoodies at $100 a pop, and you got
Yeah.
your movement supporting you,
Yeah.
you got a few artists, you got a DJ, you got a movement,
Right.
right? And that's what it's really about, man. It's capitalism 101, but it's also independent hip hop and independent just thinking and how to just be creative and think out of the box.
Yep.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. But like you said, everybody doesn't think out the box. We can't think for everybody.
That's true.
Yo, I learned this. Yo, it's
Yeah.
just growing. It's just
Yeah,
growing. I'm
yeah,
like, damn, it's so hard to, just to have someone.
But even funding your own, and I've spoken to a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
Even funding your own dream, there's only
It's
there's
expensive.
only certain amount of ways you're doing it. It's either maybe you have a house, all right, home equity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're taking a business loan,
Yeah.
personal loan, right? Or you're doing some real like grassroots that you
Right.
got like 30 different people who are gonna help you
Gonna
out.
help, yeah.
$1,000 here, $1,000 there. But listen, to everyone out there listening, if you don't have capital, you don't have great credit, then you better have good street credit and good representation
Yep.
for you. That someone's gonna say, "I'm gonna validate you
I'm gonna help
because
you do
I
this.
love the product, and I'm gonna
be
put some
I'm
money."
be an ambassador to this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
I labeled myself as an ambassador for my man's brand without even them telling me. You
Right.
didn't have to tell me.
Right,
I'm repping.
right.
And
What you
support.
got?
Yeah.
But I'm the ambassador. They used to look at me like, bro, I'm the ambassador. You gonna see me? I'm gonna be throwing it up more than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like what you doing. I want
It
you
should
to
be
take
that.
over.
It should
you know what
be.
I'm saying?
I'm from the generation of each one teach one.
Yes.
And it should be that if I have a contact for you, a cinematographer or a graphic designer, and you could win off that, I'm gonna tell my man, listen, my man, y'all kick it, y'all break.
And that's what I do.
It's not like that anymore. Everyone wants to hold their contacts to their heart, right? Because they don't want to see you win because they're not eating off it.
Right.
But I do notice now that I got older, when the money is getting sprinkled around and everybody touch a dollar, everybody happy.
Right.
Shit start flowing.
Yes.
Shit start flowing.
Yeah, that's
and that's rule of thumb for people that listening. When the wheels get greased and the money is flowing, opportunities
you gonna see people
come, my brother.
You gonna see
opportunities come.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Opportunities come.
Yeah.
If you're being cheap and you don't want to pay for production, you don't want to pay for printing. You don't want to pay for. How many favors could you really ask for?
Not a lot.
Word.
Not a lot.
Come on, man.
And the crazy thing is that you say that is that I dished out so much, and I could say it like just help people, and that I could ask for favors, and they're gonna look out for me. But I don't even want that now because it's never, like we said, it's not about the money.
Right.
It's about putting shit out there and putting people on, and just having your own for a little while.
You gotta have your own,
even
man.
if it's not for a long, just for a little while. Just know what it feel like to go out there and just have your own, or wear somebody stuff that's representing back home. I was always that, like, yo, what this kid from Brooklyn doing? Yo, I'm copping that.
Yep.
Or who got something new?
Yeah.
You know, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't care what borough you from, Queens, Brooklyn. Nah, but you from home base. I wanna represent that.
I was telling my daughter, I said, refabbing sneakers, we was doing that in the hood long time ago, buying markers, hooking up the Nike check. We would, before it actually became a thing.
Yep.
Hooking up the bottom.
Yep.
What are you talking about? It's called I ain't got money, so I gotta take what I have and make it the maximum.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
You drew on your kick.
This is something to be said. And this is how the culture really was created. When you think about hip-hop, right? You think about hip-hop itself.
Yeah.
It's a poor man's sport. Because anybody could do it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Anyone could step up. You don't need drums. You don't need a keyboard. You don't need any of these accessories. You could just have your wordplay, your verbalism.
Yo, my man Trust earlier had this.
You heard?
And the verbiage. And I'm like,
And he going in.
he going in.
Because he want to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to win, son. He want to win. Or he like, what I be telling him, I be like, yo, in this industry, all I want is zero. What I be telling you, 0.001%.
That's it.
Just give me that out the world. Give me that. That's enough for the small fry. If you get what I'm saying.
I do.
I want 0.00% out of the world.
Yeah.
I can live off that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
if you get what I'm saying, I don't want the.
I'm curious. So before we get out of here, I got one other question for you. So with everything politically going on, how would the tariffs and all this stuff work now with brands like yourself bringing in clothing from China, from India?
Now, in regards to that, of course, we got to look at the potential for the inflation of shipping costs.
Right.
But at the same time, we started doing it grassroots, like from the soil. We went, got our stuff, printed our stuff, did what we had to do. But with regard to the tariffs, man, that's going to be a difficult. We'll just have to expand our markets.
I think there's going to be a lot of, and I say this respectfully with politics, but I think there's going to be a lot of people in 2025 like yourselves that already have a built-in grassroots movement going on that are really going to fucking win because it's going to force people to buy homegrown, buy local.
It's already happening.
Correct.
No, it's already happening.
Yeah. And I really think indirectly, think that there's a lot of black designers out here who are going to win that didn't even think they're going to win on these situations that are going to win.
No. Let me tell you why it's happening. Because the fake market, like the fake clothes that used to be coming in, they're losing on that right now.
Right.
Nobody is, I'm going to tell you, nobody is buying Gucci shoes that's
Nah.
2,000-3,000. Everybody's buying the fraud. I just gotta.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
They would tell you. You
Even
know
the
who?
celebrities buying Knox.
Come on.
Stop it.
Do you know who's buying the real expensive shit? Like those real elite people that got bread.
Yeah.
They're buying that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they got it to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like they will tell you, like, no, got a rich couple or people that just own shit.
But even
that
the
got shit going
counterfeit
in.
industry, like I read something crazy that it's like a $800 billion industry, counterfeits.
Yo, you remember?
And to live in New York and walk down Canal Street in the 80s and the 90s.
I was just about to say it.
Shout out to all the real boosters that
Yes,
know.
shout out to y'all.
Bro, Canal Street, win. That's it, man. That win.
Now, more fake clothes than sold than real.
What?
In all reality, more fake clothing like on Canal and all that sold.
But it
more
go
than-
back to what you said. So you got cats wearing knockoffs,
Right.
but making it look like $1 million.
Dollars.
So it goes to show you it wasn't really the brand; it's the swag.
Bags
The
of who,
individual in
who
it.
putting in,
Bro,
who's in it.
I'm a firm believer. Your character, your story, right, and your personality—that's what's really selling.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what people are buying,
Yes.
right? Whether it be the clothing or music or art,
Yeah.
right? Our artists, you mean to tell me there are people, and I look and I'm like, this isn't high quality art,
Nah.
but people are spending $30, $40, $50, $60,000 on a canvas. You're really buying the brand and the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you heard about this situation not too long ago. I don't know how recent it was, but somebody actually sold a blank canvas for $80,000 and called it "Take the Money and Run." That was the name of the actual
I don't
art
even,
piece.
I would
didn't
look
hear
it up,
about
but I
that.
don't
Yeah.
doubt it.
Yeah,
didn't hear about that one.
one of my homegirls put me on that.
Right.
Yeah.
After seeing the
it
banana
80,000?
on a
Blank
canvas and that sold for like $100K, I was like, I'm done. The art again, the artwork is very strange like that, but very much like the fashion world because there's some
It's
things
a barrier. Everything. I've
Yeah.
been telling him everything has red tape on it in the USA. Meaning like
Boundaries.
it's boundaries. Once you get here,
yeah,
it's gonna be like, yo, start paying this. The tax bracket go up.
there's a lot of Euro art and there's a lot of Euro fashion
Right.
that maybe ain't made for me, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I gotta look at it and wonder, like someone's paying $1,100 for this shirt. I'm saying, like, what up? Like it looked like some vampire shit. But someone wants to look like a vampire, and they'll wear the little choker, and they'll do what they do.
Not to go
You know
off,
what I'm saying?
not to
Like,
go off such. What do you think about the Trump sneakers when them shits drop?
I think your man is a marketing genius.
Yeah, he capitalized. Yeah,
I think
he had to fund his campaign.
And I'm telling myself, like,
they sold out overnight. So
Yeah.
what more is there to be said?
He
They
was
sold out
capitalizing.
overnight.
and I'm telling myself, like,
that's capitalism at its finest.
Yeah.
y'all cats really went and bought Trumps,
Yeah.
and I know it wasn't them. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, hold up.
It's-
But what's funny is that there are thousands of sneaker collectors that hate
Yeah.
Trump that
bought
it
them shit.
because they know in their
Collectors.
heart,
It's
body, and mind
it's gonna be worth
this
something.
is an investment.
Man. Yep.
And I know in 5, 6, 8, 10 years, God forbid, when that man passes away, these motherfucking sneakers is gonna be worth triple.
Yeah.
and
That's
they
a
will
flip.
have
Because
those
your
who
man,
buy
your
them.
man is hard body karate. He's going
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's going crazy right now, man. Overnight. He's just passing shit overnight. He's just not playing, son. And that's why I ask you guys that, because we want to make sure as entrepreneurs and artists, these things that you are passing, how does it affect us as artists?
No,
and how does it affect us as
It
entrepreneurs?
does,
You know what
because
I'm
that's
saying?
what I was saying. Like, who gonna buy them Trumps? I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody in the hood with them. Like, just locally.
No, but then
I'm
again,
saying?
they were going
It was
for
a
what,
certain
$350, $450 a pop?
It was a certain audience
The
copping them.
collectors. the
$450 a
I
pop.
felt like it was a certain audience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
man.
was copping those. Because I'm like, Trump sneakers. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, it's real?
Yeah,
Shit
man.
real, son.
I've al-
Like, it's real.
And to close that out again, and I'll say it, I've worked at sneaker stores. I've been around the block. I'm always impressed and baffled how people will come in and buy sneakers for $450, knowing damn real you hop in the train to go home.
Yeah.
I've
It don't
always
make
been
sense.
baffled on that.
It
shit.
don't make sense.
I've
And,
always been.
you know,
And
before
it's part of our culture. I get it. We want to look drip. We want to look fly. We want to look it.
we want to look good.
But I have a lot of respect for that same kid that's like, nah, I'm going to get those Chuck Taylors, and I'm going to get 5 pair of those Chuck Taylors.
Yeah.
Colors.
And I'm And I'm going to stretch out this $350. I might get 2 pair of New Balance. Might get these pair of track Nikes. And you feel me?
Yes.
Because being original, bro, is everything at the end of the day, man. Whether it be fashion,
originality
music, or
is
art,
like,
skateboarding,
originality
surfing.
is a big part of
originality
life.
is everything.
Yeah, it's a
man.
big part of life.
That's a fact,
Originality.
man.
That's a big part of life. And originality shows the real you, where you coming from, your mindset. You know what I'm saying? People might not like it. If you get what I'm coming, people might not like it, but it's not for people to like.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you
that's
just
a big
gotta,
fact.
you know, just like I said, I'm growing. I'm still growing at 41, and I'm telling myself like, damn, I don't want to give too many cold shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be that dude.
You got to be out here breaking bread,
You
networking.
You don't want to be that dude. So I learned, like, flow with who flowing with you.
Right.
You see Tom flowing with me?
Yeah.
Yo, like I said, shout out to Ant. Ant is not even here, and all he kept telling me was, you go.
Marlboro's finest.
He's like, you go. He's like, yo, son, I don't care about you go.
You know why?
And you represent.
He knows not only do I have the body of work and the cachet to say I'm on my underground shit.
Yes.
And I'm very connected.
Yeah.
But I love giving flowers to people that are putting in work.
Yes.
You can't jerk the work. And once
Yes.
someone has blasted off into this other stratosphere and they're on Hot 97, they're not looking back at me or other people. They forgot that lane already. They already pop culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can't jerk the work. You still got to put the work in.
Still got to put the
you know
work
what I mean?
in.
And with that being said, again, you brothers are working. You brothers got a amazing layout with the brand. Again, I wanted to show it up and put it up, but we'll post up the pic. You do have activewear. You do have
Everything.
Women's wear
It's-
also.
It's the I cater to them now.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah.
brothers, y'all gonna see the show. I'm not catering to y'all no more.
I feel you.
No, don't
Listen,
laugh.
it's all
Don't
about
laugh
having
at
your
me,
own
no,
niche.
son. Don't laugh.
Yeah, you gotta
know
have
why?
your niche.
No, you know why? Because that's who hits me up.
Yeah.
When I throw up even this, it could be
Those is the
anything.
supporters.
They'll be like, "Yo, what is that?"
Yeah, women are loyal, man.
Let me do this for you. Let me do that for you.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I'm not getting that from the bros, and I understand.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking nobody for it. But right now,
See, I love that energy too. You're very humble. I love that.
I'm falling toward them
Yeah.
because they're asking. You
Listen,
know, like you said,
I told
it'll
you,
be-
son. The strippers' outfits. They love that.
and it's true. So even down to like the jersey, anything that's comfortable, that's my brand. Now I'm like, yo, Mel, we need blazers, we need ties. I got an audience of 50 and
Listen,
above,
let me
and
know,
they be kind of
bro.
looking at me like, yo, and I'll be like, nah, I got
need
it for you.
clothes. I'll be out here surfing. I'll be out here rock climbing. I'll be out here on my crazy outdoor shit.
Active wear.
Yeah, man.
Active wear.
Yeah, active wear.
And I've told them like, yo, from active, I'm like, yo, we need ties.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a few, you know what I mean, older guys. They don't feel they ain't grow up in that
Right.
swag.
Right.
So I'm catering to the ones that went to church, that had the button ups.
Well, I will admit, right,
and went
and
to-
I don't mean to be biased, but if you're over the age of 40, you should have a few suits in your closet.
Yeah.
You should have a few ties in your
Few
closet.
blazers.
You should have a few hard bottoms in
this
your
is
closet.
how long
Yeah.
Jumper
Come on,
Status
man.
been doing it.
Yeah.
We've been doing it since 09,
Yeah, that's a fact.
officially. So now I'm like, yo, son, I could get the peacoats now. I could get you a tie. I could get you a
know.
shirt. I could.
Amen. Listen.
Come on. I got to switch it up now. I have fathers. I got uncles. They not going to want to be in the.
Nah.
So I still want their money. So I'm like, yo, Unc, I got button-ups. Don't play me.
Believe me.
And Uncle like, yeah, the button-up nice boy. Yeah, you know, I'm going to
Listen.
cop something from you. My father friends, they be like, what you got next? They done wore the shit somewhere. I could show you pictures of my uncles posing They're going in, and I'm like, yo, that's because they in something different. And somebody commented like, yo, what is that you got on?
Yeah.
I get that energy from looking at a picture, because you done send me 10 pictures of you in the same outfit.
Yeah.
Some woman, you know what I mean? Somebody said, yo, you look good in that. You get it?
Compliment goes a long way.
And they're like, yo, Ren,
that goes a long way.
What you making next? What you and Mel got going on next? Yeah, we gonna have something for you when you wanna go out. And this is the 50 and above.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They done put on something
and that's
casual.
The beauty. That's the beauty, because there's niches inside the niche. But again, if something is clean cut, is talented, real recognize real, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we're gonna close out. Give the people what we working on, what we got upcoming, what we doing.
Right now, upcoming, like I said, guys, I'm even trying to start my own podcast. I got a YouTube. You could follow it, Jumpstart Flight Club on the YouTube. Right now, we trying to go more towards more videoing, more audioing. So now that when I have my mercs, I can now show it to you. Now you can know it's the velour. You know, it's velour. You know what I'm saying? Because people be wanting to know, and I got different colors and everything.
My brother had the whole studio touching the jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is fire, son. Shit is fire.
And this is what I want. I want to put the homie in there. You see the homie like, yo, I'm like, yo, son, I put you in one piece of work. I'm not going to say you're going to blow up, but you're going to have other designers.
Any pop-ups, any up-and-coming events, anything we got going on?
No, and that's because we still that independent brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People call me for that. Like, yo, Jumper. Or my cousin just called me the other day like, yo, I got a pop-up shop. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo. And I'm like, yo, let me get ready. I got to order a bulk.
I'm going to connect y'all with Earth Pioneers. We're going to do some things.
I took his number.
Yeah, because
I took his number because I know I'm going to bother him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, son, I need jeans.
Yeah, we got a few things going.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a few things going.
And I always tell him, I'm like, yo, son, I want to be in down to my boxes. I'm like, yo, I want to be in homegrown. I don't NYC. I want to be homegrown. I don't care the ethnicity. I just want to be homegrown.
The contact, where they can see the merch, where they can hit you.
I could go to jumperstatus.com, get the mercs, jumperstatus.com. You could hit me up on Ultimate Jumper, Jumpstar FC on Instagram. We have a YouTube page. I'm on so much platforms that is no excuses.
Oh, got it.
Like, I got to give it to them real. I'm on so much platforms that is no excuses. If you want to reach out to me, I'm the type of guy that
you can find him. He's findable.
Yeah. I was taught that if somebody don't call you back in 2 days, don't fuck with them no more. I'm sorry to say that.
Amen.
If I call you or text you and you don't text me back within, I'm going to leave you alone.
That's a fact. My people, they are working. They're out here grinding.
You know what I'm saying?
Check out the merch. Check out the tees. Check out the clothing.
Everything. But this is old school Brooklyn home.
Believe it, I brought it up because they working, man. They got a lot of content.
Like, who knows that
a lot of nice things,
Jordan
man.
And Carmelo Anthony we study.
That's a
before
fact.
We do. Jordan is from
my brother. Hit him with the contacts. Let him know how they can find you.
Hey, Melamania_Jumpstars FC. Best way to find me. All right. Jumperstatus, Jumpstars Flight Club, all day, every day.
Hit them up for branding, collabos, all you artists looking for merch. Hit my people up.
Yo.
They got content. They're looking to work. Dave, we are out of here. Yo. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. My people, thank you for coming down. This is the one and only podcast, Cheers to the Real, supporting art, music, underground New York culture. This shit don't stop till the casket drop. We love this. Cheers to the real. Let's go.
Cheers to the real.
My people, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Screaming, cheers to the real. Good vibes only. Putting in work and recipes to all the homies. Yeah, money was the motive. Hood couldn't hold me. 100K made, man.
Right? Homegrown, man. This is KO, baby.
Your homie already.
Work and recipes.
Yo.